Dayton Daily News Day. It's Sunday. It's the only day with something in it, really.
Well, it's the only day they actually try to sell because that's the circulation. That's Sunday papers. Right. Where all the ads are, and of course that's the only reason you buy the thing anymore.
Well, I don't buy it for the ads. I buy it because I actually read it. On that point, and I don't really buy it.
You don't
my
really
mom. I ride up to see my mom.
There you go.
So I can pick up my New York Times.
Yeah, a real newspaper.
Anyway, well, no, not really, but whatever. They're all, you got to pick out. You got to really read it with a fine eye to discern the truth in the thing. So
what truths did we define?
Well, Dolce and Gabbana already picked that Strickland's a loser.
He's in trouble.
Well, what do you expect? It's the economy, stupid.
Yeah, but I mean, Kasich.
He's a fascist moron, so it doesn't matter.
So let's segue. Hold on. Kasich is so bad that the 4 Democratic Dayton City Commissioners are having a press conference tomorrow at Cooper Park decrying his proposed income tax ban. What are they thinking of?
I ran into her again. Anyway.
No, let's not talk about it.
Let's not talk about it. Yes. But let's segue into our other fascist guy with no ideas and no opponent. Which is the reason we are Turner.
Turner?
Remember? He doesn't really have any ideas.
No.
They won't even discuss anything. But he's a politician. A career politician, which I called him out when he ran, and he got his undies in a bunch.
Undies in a bunch?
I think he's always at he's always at his undies in a bunch.
What's amazing is he's managed to run with all these times without actually having to have to debate an opponent.
He debated me.
He
debated times. On TV.
Really?
We had 3 live
in the Republican primary.
But
he's never had to face, in the regular election.
I was the man with the tan.
Yeah.
That's what Mr. Brown called me, the man with the tan.
Like John Boehner?
Yeah, well, no, I don't drink as much wine as John Boehner. The long story short is the other thing that drove me a little bit was the DHL.
Hold on. They have an article in there saying, nobody's going to run against him, and they bother to bring up Jane Minikaitis' name. They never checked anybody else who's actually running the primaries against him. Or,
Well, it's only been a legitimate run. You and I were not legitimate.
Of course not. But the other interesting thing is you don't even have to live in the district to run.
Well, that's what Roy Brown did. But that's the other thing. The other thing was the DHL thing.
Hint, hint, somebody run against him.
Wow.
Anyway.
What do you mean? He's anointed like freaking Tony Hall, that moron.
Anyway.
He's a moron.
Yes, but that's...
Okay, fine. But the DHL thing, now they write an opinion piece that they're going to do something with it. And I hear all these, I go, it's the airline business. It's over, people. You don't get it? When oil gets to a certain level, you can't fly middle-class people around.
Well, they're not flying people even. They're flying little boxes.
Well, they are going to fly.
But they're not flying little boxes around anyway.
And Ohio thinks it can, make a UAV park or what? I mean, what are you going to do? Bomb people? What are you going to do with them? I don't get it.
No, and the beauty about UAVs is that you don't really need big
people
or
air forces or things like that. So you're less and less jobs, not more and more, moron. And they also stated that it's $99 million that we improved the state of Ohio that we have to get back.
And wait a second, we have to get back?
Well, I always hear about these.
Ask DHL or Airborne for the money back? Well, I don't think so.
So Ohio invested in the infrastructure in a loser proposition.
Again, our tax dollars funding a private corporation with no return.
I hear people all the time saying, we can't fund trains or public transportation. That's tax money. What do you think highways are? Morons?
Or DHL and Airborne and Emory. I mean, how many times have we had to lose on this deal?
We're running out of oil, people. There's no reason to fund an infrastructure that makes no sense.
It was an airport. The Air Force gave up on it. Come on.
They don't ever say... Airport Express got a great deal off that because they sold it to DHL. We screwed the Germans for $500 million.
Right.
You know how much Airport Express got that airport for?
Probably goose egg.
$1.
$1.
$1.
That's
now. Did the paper say that?
No. The paper.
No.
We're not great journalists by any stretch of the imagination.
Well, we got more brains right here. Talent on loan from God. One half of my brain tied behind my back. There it is.
But you have to start asking questions. When you read these stories and when you watch this stuff on the local news, you got to start wondering, where's the money coming from? And where's it going? And what's it supposed to do? It's not government's job to make jobs. That's just not it.
All right, we've talked enough. I love it. The Dayton Paper.